I used to care about being liked by other people for so long, and I let it dictate my life way longer than I should have. And I remember when I was a sophomore in high school, I had thoughts about making this YouTube channel I'm literally making this video on right now. And it's the best decision I ever did. By far, the best decision I came up with. And I'm glad that I finally got the balls to record and make videos finally and post them. But I remember as a sophomore, I used to worry so much about creating a YouTube channel and everyone from my school is seeing it and them calling me out for being cringe and being strange. And I just wanted to share my own opinions on things and help other people that might be going through the same things I was going through. And I let that dictate my direction and journey of my YouTube channel for so long. I used to just think in the back of my head, oh, this one kid from my class, he's gonna call me out for being weird, or oh, I'm gonna walk into school one day and my video is gonna be airplayed on the big projector in front of everyone. And I kept having these demonic thoughts of like, oh, you should be scared to start a YouTube channel. You shouldn't do this. You need to do something else. And I listened to that for a little bit, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. So, as a sophomore, I started my YouTube channel, right? And I was making YouTube videos, and everything was cool. I thought nobody from my school would actually know. I didn't think that until later on in the year. So there was 2 months left of sophomore year, and these last 2 months were hell. Like my life felt like a living hell. I literally on spring break of me being a sophomore, I was hanging out with my friends and then they were like, "Bro, like we heard recently like your YouTube channel is going around at the school, like everyone keeps talking about it." I'm like, "For real?" And I was like, at first maybe that's a good thing cuz I get more views, I get more subscribers. And I was like, "That's cool." And I asked them, "Are they saying anything bad?" And they're like, "It's not good." And I was like, "Oh shit." So that means it's definitely not good. The word is not good, bro. The word is going around in a negative circle. So I come back from spring break and then immediately like when I'm walking in the hallways, so many people are just looking at me and I hear people giggling as well. This shit sounds like something you'd hear out of a movie. Like it doesn't even sound real. But like when you see someone looking at you and then you start seeing them giggle, it's like you think it's a bad thing. Like I used to see so many people like start like just staring at me and then they would just give me this weird side eye. And there was this one guy in specific that came up to me and he was like, "Hey bro," he dabbed me up. He was like, "Hey bro, I like your YouTube videos. They're good, man." I'm like, "Oh, appreciate it. Thank you." Like I thought he was being genuine. And then this fucking guy, he said, "Yeah, bro, like you talking about being your dick, like that saves me." And then he was referring to my nofab videos, like me talking about nofab. And I was like, all right, bro, like this motherfucker, like everyone's an asshole. So then at that point, I was like, yeah, so I had this fear for so long of not starting the YouTube channel because I knew this shit would happen. And then here it is happening before my eyes. And I literally had thoughts contemplating if I should delete it. But then I was like, you're giving into them making fun of you and validating their opinion even more by doing that. So then I had to carry on throughout the rest of the year of me being a sophomore, walking on eggshells every single day because I was just afraid that one day I was gonna walk into my class and someone was gonna airplay my video. But apparently, like I heard from one of my friends, they said that there was a kid that walked by a few classrooms and he was just airdropping my thumbnails, airdropping pictures of me in the video, like these awkward clips of me saying things with no context, like just airdropping them to the whole school. And then like after this incident happened, like after that year ended in sophomore year, then I was like, damn, so I'm really seen as a social reject now. I'm seen as a social outcast. But then I come back the following year, junior year, and no one really cares. Like, no one doesn't say anything. No one doesn't make a big deal about me being at school. It's nothing crazy. And then that's when I realized, like, this shit is all in my head. Like, I care too much about people who don't even matter in my life and that are irrelevant, that I let them dictate my life and my decisions, and I let them control me, basically. And I realized it doesn't matter what the fuck they think about you or what people think about you, because at the end of the day, they're gonna keep saying things about you. If they were never your friends to begin with, then they won't ever be your friend. They will never like you later on. And if they listen to a rumor and they believe it, they never liked you to begin with. So I just learned, like, you just stop living for validation and living for other people, because if I had quit in that moment where people were making fun of me and judging me for making YouTube videos, then I would not be here right now filming this. And I get genuine fulfillment and happiness from doing this. So if I listen to, sorry, my stupid fucking lamp. But yeah, anyways, if I just kept listening to what all the negative backlash that I was getting, then I would have gotten nowhere with this channel. And I know I'm still an underground channel, I'm still small, but I would have not kept going with it and kept coming up with more creative ideas, improving and pursuing the thing I wanted to do. And the thing is, like, if I kept letting those people dictate my life and let them dictate what I was thinking, then I'll just be living for them. I'll be living for their approval. And I don't even know half of these motherfuckers that are even saying these things, but I just care about what they think about me. Like, I thought about that for a second and I was like, they're not even in my life for real. They're just side characters in my life. And people will actually judge you and make fun of you for simply having the confidence and balls to do something that they don't. And that's something I realized at the end of the year. I was like, most of these motherfuckers wouldn't even show their face on a YouTube channel or video because they care so much solely on what others think about them. And I thought about that for so long. And that's what drove me to keep doing the videos, because I was like, if I listen to these motherfuckers, they're insecure with themselves. People who feel bad about themselves make other people feel bad. People who feel good about themselves make others feel good about themselves. And no one will ever disrespect your hustle as long as they got something going on in their own life. You know what I mean? Because it's the people who don't have anything going on for them, they'll judge you for taking action and trying to get ahead with yourself. They'll just get some type of jealousy within them and just throw a bunch of shit at you. So if you're feeling like you're in high school or you're going through your life and you're thinking like, oh, if I do this, I'm going to be seen by everyone. Everyone's going to think I'm so weird. And, oh, I'm just afraid of what my reputation's going to be like. No one actually gives a shit about you at the end of the day. And it's not really, I like, people have told me that, and that used to hurt me, but I realized, like, it's actually true. Like, no one actually cares more than you. You make a big fuss out of it. If you make it a big deal out of it, people will make a big deal out of it. So, sorry, I'm thirsty. I gotta keep up with the story time. But anyways, so if you're feeling like you're constantly seen by people and you need to just put on a facade to be someone else, that shit is gonna fall out eventually and it's not gonna work for you anymore. And you're not gonna be able to hold that facade permanently. Eventually it's gonna fall out and people are gonna really know who you are. And if they don't like you for you truly being you, then you don't need those people in your life. You don't want to attract those people anyway. Because if you simply just try and live a life where you're faking everything, you're gonna attract the wrong people who like you for the wrong reasons. It's when I realized that I need to start living for myself and not for what these other people think of me. Because if I try and just look cool for them 24/7, it's not going to get me anywhere. It's not going to give me money. It's not going to give me a house. And also, I feel happy truly just being myself at the end of the day. I don't have to just try and act like someone else the whole time. And I used to actually have a few fake friends in my life that I've cut off in the past year because I used to just care about their validation so much and what they thought of me. And I realized it was holding me down. Like, they don't deserve my type of energy and love and kindness. I was displaying so much patience for them and being such a loving and compassionate person for them that then they decide to take advantage of it and then just mock me for it. So don't stop being nice and don't stop being yourself, but don't let people walk all over you. And do things for the validation of yourself. Do it because you like it and not because other people will. Because eventually you're going to fall out of that shit. You're not going to want to do that thing anymore. I remember I was doing boxing from like age 11 to age 16. And I absolutely hated it. I fucking hated it. I was good at boxing. I had two official fights under my record as well. But I fucking hated doing it. And the reason why I even started boxing in the first place was because I wanted to look cool for all the people that I knew in my life. I wanted to look cool for the kids at my school. I was getting bullied a lot. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to show them like I know how to fight. So then I'll get respect. The respect I've been finally looking for. And you don't get that respect by doing something super cool. You get the respect by doing a skill that you like and that you're good at, and you're solely authentic with that skill. And I was doing boxing for so long. I remember I kept doing it for the longest time because my dad was forcing it upon me. And it was good. There was a lot of good things I did learn from it. And I remember learning discipline, hard work, and all these great things. However, I never really liked it to begin with. I was just doing it because I wanted my dad to just feel like he had a cool son, and I wanted my dad to just like me even more. And it was when I quit boxing that it really broke my dad's heart. But then I was telling him like I don't really like this shit anymore. Like I don't like it. And if I just quit sooner, then I could have pursued something else like this. I could have started YouTube even earlier, but I just kept carrying on because I cared so much. Like, if I quit, what would people think about me? And if I start doing something else, would they still like me? And yeah, it's a risk. You're technically risking the relationships you have, but you're filtering out the real from the fake people in your life. And that's what we all need more of. We need more peace and love in this life and stop looking for validation, because the true validation you should get is feeling happy from doing the task and the goal you like doing yourself, not because other people find it cool. If other people like it though, whatever you're doing, just keep doing what you're doing. Stop living a life for others And that's just what I've realized. And yeah, so this is a different type of video. If you were able to find this relatable and you feel like it may have helped you to get out your comfort zone more, leave a like and leave a comment how that helped you, and subscribe. And I will see you very, very soon, bro. Wapow, wapow.